Maver 88 with another ghost run, this time Ambrose Island. The previous few Season 2 Hitman missions have been pretty easy to do a ghost run on. And didn't require a lot of work. They were lulling you into a false sense of security. And that's ending not quite with this one. This one's a lot of busy work, but I'm not going to kill either target. I just got to kind of set things up and they'll take care of themselves, which is great, very ghost-like, but it is a lot of busy work, a lot of running around. So I'll do a couple of fast forwards in this video just to save you the watching me do nothing, which is never very exciting. Anyways, you are going to need a knife on this mission. I went ahead and had ICA put one in the forest for me so that I don't need to go out of my ways to find one. There are plenty around the map. I can think of the dartboard by the botanist, for example, immediately, but I don't want to have to go out of my way. I'm already doing enough running around here that no more if I don't have to. So let the ICA put a knife there, keep it, and I'm basically considering it, if I brought it in or the ICA brought it in, then I probably should take it out. I'm probably not worried about the briefcases though. I didn't touch them, but not without gloves, and I'm not going to worry about them. I have a mission coming up where I just was wondering, should I be taking that briefcase with me? And I said, nah, ICA placed it here, let them get it. Anyways, we are heading up to where the militia is camped in these old ruins. We need a photo of their prisoner. Their prisoner is deceased, and he is Aka's inside man in the company that they are stealing from. Stealing their boats and then ransom them. So she gets a photo of that. She's not going to be very happy. Obviously, when you jump down there, there's a chance that you're going to have a militia guard there, so be careful where you're landing. We need to get this guard out of the way so we can snap our photo. When you are watching, watch the far guard, because he is right now looking right at us. Wait for him to turn around, and then you can go snap your photo. And then get out of here. That's all we needed. So now we go back to the other side of the map. This is a lot of running around and a lot of busy work, but it sets it up so Aka will take care of Noel Crest, and then she'll light a cigarette to enjoy her victory over her rival, and of course we're going to have a little explosion ready for her, so she will take herself out. You've probably did this during the mission when you did it a long time ago. Guy, there's an outhouse right behind Ferris. So, alright, we're going to head back out to the front. We are going to use a disguise on this map. There is one laying about, and it does have gloves. And it will make life a lot easier when we're moving around the pirates' compound. Do kind of want to hurry because that guy that we just passed, he's coming over here. I don't think he's going to ruin your silent assassin if he sees you jump that wall. But I do try to get ahead of him. I'm going slow here over the water. This goes back to my Thief days. In Thief, you actually get penalized for running over water, and makes a loud sound and usually get seen. So it's hard for me to break that instinct that I'm on water. I got to go slow. I don't think there's a penalty in Hitman. And here's our disguise. Now we're going to take out the cameras, because there are some cameras about, and we don't want to get spotted. You're going to hop through here, make sure that the guys behind you are not in that position to see you. They occasionally come over there and stand. There is Aka with her bodyguard. She's about to go into the security hut. We have 2 guards over here, and for the next 5 minutes or so, we're going to be playing cat and mouse with them. So you want to keep an eye on where they are at all times. This one that's straight ahead usually looks a little bit to his right, and when he does, that's the time to go. I'm impatient. I was practicing this run, and I did it so many times, I was just like, I want to get over there. Most of the times he's not going to come over, but he did see something. The other guard, further away, does kind of an L shape, and he will be standing there looking out, and he can see you from the position when he's looking out. So you want to know where he is as well. Aka's going upstairs. She's going to make a phone call while we're taking out the cameras and setting up some other stuff. We need to put the photo of her inside man on her desk, and that will set up the death of Noel Crest. Alright. Usually when I time this, almost if I just keep on running, I don't get spotted. But now you've got these 2 guards over here you can keep an eye on. There's also a guard outside the gate on the left, and he's got eyes in the back of his head. So I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he just turns and there's a gap there. But occasionally he can spot you too. We're going inside the prisoner hut. See our friend Mr. Smith. There's a gun there waiting for you. We love guns. We're going to need 3 of them in this mission. So we're going to put this one down here. We have the 2 guards outside that are going to impede our way to get up to Aka's office so we can put the photo on her desk. There's also a gun in her office. We're going to grab that. So we have to wait for the right time. I'm going to be very careful on this run. I tried to do it all in one motion, and it was kind of a pain, and I was getting caught way too often. So on this run, I just said, let's go slow. So we're going to go slow. All right, that guard's moving away. Aka's still up there. If you want to try it in one motion, when he puts his hand on the wall, that's when you should go. This guard will come in, see the gun, he'll start taking it away. You have enough time while he's over and the other guard's in that other position to get up the stairs and into the office without either guard spotting you. The way back, however, is a problem, and that's what I was struggling with. So Aka's leaving, bodyguard's following. Check where the other guard is. Right now he's looking right at us where we would be a problem. Aka's loop is pretty short, so she's going to actually be coming back before we get done with her office. So I should be going right now, but I'm being a little chicken, and I'm going to wait. I want to wait till he goes to his next stop. And I'm not going to try to get it all in one loop. Alright, so open the door, throw the coin, guard will turn around, he'll see the gun, he'll take the gun away. He's only taking it across this little gap, so it's not very far. I'm going to wait here until the other guard turns around, and the guard that's getting the gun takes it to the security hub. So I'm being very careful, very patient at this point. You get caught enough times, just slow everything down and say, all right, I'm not going to do this quick. All right, so that's easy. Nobody even gets yellow on there. Go inside, place the photo on the desk, and now we need guns. We need 2 guns. Here's one of them. Go ahead and put it on your back. And before we can get out now, we're going to have to distract the guard again. So you're going to need to make sure that guard gets distracted and that guard is on the other side of those containers so that you can make your way out. And by doing this, going slow, Akka will have actually come back and she will be in the prisoner hut interrogating the prisoners. That's why I did not free Mr. Smith. If you're going to play as a ghost, that would be a huge sign that somebody was there. So, sorry, Mr. Smith. Alright, we tossed our coin. I don't know where that yellow is coming from. Really don't. Maybe it's a camera or something over there. Anyways, he's going over to get the coin. The other guy's on the other side. Akka's in the prisoner cell, and now I'm free. This is no longer a trespass zone for this disguise. Drop your gun here in the bushes. Nobody's going to find it. And then we're going to go over here, and here's our second gun. As soon as you grab it, you're going to go yellow, so you want to put it away right away. And then we also need this wrench. We're going to loosen up the tanks for Akka's explosion. All right, I'm going to speed up now to get us to the other side of the map because I'm sure you don't need to see this map again. All right, now comes another tricky part. If you can do a save, I usually do it right around here because I don't want to, there's a chance you're going to get caught in this part and the part after. So, good place to save. These guys are going to have a ridiculously long conversation. Hitman is really good at ridiculously long conversations, especially when you're trying to get things done. As soon as one guard turns around and heads the other way, you want to toss a coin. Ideally, both will stop, like that. And then this guy, because if he doesn't, this guy that's close to you is going to call it into headquarters, and it's going to delay and take longer. And that guy's just going to keep on going, and he's going to barely get over here by the time he's ready to come back. Race past him over to this area. You're pretty safe here. The Freelancer, there's a guy that comes back and forth through here, so I kept looking for him, but he doesn't come in the main game. When these guys are over here, these could be anywhere, these two guys, depending on your timing. But try to get over to here. You're pretty safe. If you did not grab a screwdriver before, there is a screwdriver there. So there's the screwdrivers when you jump through that little gap in the wooden fence right after you get this disguise. And there's a screwdriver there. You're going to need one of them to take this plate off. And then you're going to need to cut the wires with your knife. If you don't have a screwdriver, you don't have a knife, you're not going to be able to do that. And now we have taken care of the surveillance satellite, which is one of our missions. And now we're going to head up and take the exit over there. This is a lot, it's not easy, but this is compared to the other way of trying to get past those two guards with one of them just staring out at you. This is probably the more likely to give you less trouble. There's bushes over here to your left, jump in them, and then get a lay of the land of where everybody is. You got the guards coming up with path, I believe, and you've got people over here. I got a whole lot of question marks, so obviously I didn't do that very stealthy. You do not want to go with those guards there, so we're going to wait for the guards. That guy will turn around and he'll go back and he won't be a problem. Then we got the lady smoking. She's a problem. But you can usually get by her if you move quickly and get down the stairs. So, but she's about to put her cigarette out, so I waited, and I still got a little yellow. All right, now we can go down the path. The clock is ticking on Akka. Once you put that photo on her desk, she is, once she sees it, she's going to call Noel Crest over for a meeting. They're going to meet at the room above Farah's. And she's going to invite him to take some air, literally. And she's going to take him over to where we're headed now. And so we are on a clock. We have to beat her over there, set things up, and get there before she does. Right there, just check to make sure that they are where they're supposed to be and not ahead of me. So we are in our disguise, so we can go straight through the gate, no problem. We need to pick up the gun that we left in the bushes. And we should not have any problems with any enforcers while we're carrying it. We're not supposed to be carrying a weapon. You have the two guys up here. I'm sure you're familiar with them if you've been playing this game. So just check where they are and hide the gun in the bushes for now. And then since we are in a disguise, we can walk here freely. We want one guard to leave us before we throw the distraction. And then when we throw the distraction, you go ahead and loosen the valve on the tank, and that sets up Aka's kill. And we already have Noel's kill basically set up. So all that's left is we want to get Silent Assassin. We're going to have to get rid of the two guards that are going to accompany them. So both guns that you picked up, leave them right there. Nobody's going to see them until the guards arrive. The guards will see them. The guards will take them away, and they will not be there when the tank blows. So you will not have to risk losing your Silent Assassin. And after that, all you got to do is make your way out. And there goes Noel Crest. And a few seconds later, Aka will go. And it's just a waiting game. Fast forward it so you don't have to wait with me. And that's the Silent Assassin Master Difficulty Ghost Run for Ambrose Island. Now, it's going to get hard.